get in the ring with Christina, you might catch a beating. Just tune in, you gon' have to see it. Stand up if you with us, if not to be seated. You seen them in every arena. Eddie and Nika, who really got something to fight for. Everybody saying they're the GOAT, who the one that slayed the Chupacabra. Your favorite girls.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays on a Wednesday. Yay, yay. Because, you know, we can crush it every day, but we like Wednesdays. We like the middle of the week, you know, so we can talk about what's been going on at the end of last week and what's coming up on the weekend. Before we get started, though, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Kush with a C that does our intro, Arte de Tere that does our fabulous videos and thumbnails. And I want to say hello to my ladies. And we have a special guest. But before we get to our special guest, ladies, how are y'all doing this evening, Nika and Crystal?
Good. I'm sick as a dog. But I'm here to, I'm here.
but you look good. You can't tell. You look beautiful. Both of you look beautiful. And we have MVO Brunch Boxing's own. How are you this evening, sir?
I'm good. How you ladies doing? Listen, honestly, it's an honor to be on the show. I've been begging Nika.
Oh, come on. You just started begging.
Don't do that. How many times have I told you to send me the StreamYard link? Oh, we're busy tonight. But you know what? I'm here. I'm finally here. I have arrived.
You have arrived. And how do you feel being surrounded by all these women talking about boxing?
Hey, listen, I'm used to being the only rooster in the hen house. So this is
okay.
You're so crazy.
Okay, well that sounds good. We're glad. Okay. Oh, Iceman, he trying to score. No, she looks gorgeous, darling. So before we get like deep into the carne, as we like to say, you know, the boxing talk, we're gonna have Jordan Roach on this evening. Lamont Roach's little brother. He's gonna have his pro debut coming up. I believe it's June 28th. And I love me some Jordan. We're both cancers. Love me some Jordan. So I can't wait till he comes on. He is a fabulous young man. But before he does come in, are you familiar, MVO, with Jordan?
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar. I know he was on the U.S. Olympic team. He was fighting at 112 pounds. I guess it's 51 kgs internationally.
Okay.
Supposed to be making his debut at Fly. I do my homework.
You
Yeah.
You can't. There's nobody can say he's never prepared, doesn't know stuff. He's on point.
That's good. That's good. The ladies and I have had Lamont on before, and he made like a little cameo appearance. Lamont is also a great guy. We're total fans of his whole family. You know, they just like produce champions. So I'm really excited to see where his career is going, and I definitely want to. Looking forward to his debut on the 28th in DC. Well, I would love to come through, but I think I'm going to be in Colorado, so I can't come through. But maybe the ladies can come through. Crystal, Nika, y'all ever been to DC?
I have been to DC, and I really want to go to a fight there, but unfortunately, I will be doing the Junior Olympics that week. So.
Oh, unfortunately
for me, but
fortunately, that's a good thing. So tell everybody. So last weekend, you had a whole weekend long tournament where you were officiating. Were you officiating or were you judging? Tell everybody. I don't think a lot of people know like what you do when you're not like hanging with us.
Well, yeah. So last weekend we have a 2-day tournament in the Midwest. In Nebraska, and then this weekend coming up, I'll also do a official in charge for one in Iowa. So that's what I do. We have a 2-day tournament this weekend as well. So I'll head out there tomorrow, and I love it. Amateur boxing.
Y'all better be nice to Crystal if y'all have got kids over in those tournaments, because you know she's not gonna forget. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I see Jordan backstage now, so
okay, yay! Let's bring one. Jordan, how you doing, Jordan?
Yeah, we can see you good.
What you doing? You crumbling up some chips back there? I heard some like.
Nah, I was putting the phone up. I didn't know y'all was going to put me in here already.
Oh, you didn't know you weren't ready.
Yeah.
When we say like 8:10, we mean 8:12. So you gotta always be ready. How you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
We are doing well. So we have Crystal, Nika, the ladies, the usual ladies, and we also have another guest co-host, Brunch Boxing, MVO. Whenever he heard that you were coming on the show, he's like, "Oh my God, put me on." He was like begging Nika. He just said that earlier that he was begging Nika to get him on. So here we are all together. So for people that don't know who you are, give them just a little bit of background about you and where you come from.
Damn. My name is Jordan Roach, boxing out of Noski's Boxing Gym out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I really say DC because I don't want people to get us confused with Baltimore. But yeah, if you're from here, Upper Marlboro. If you're not, DC. So, 7-time national champion, was on Team USA, the squad for 2022, 2023, that whole year.
Yes.
And making my pro debut June 28th at home at the Entertainment and Sports Arena.
Of course. So like when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be seeing Jordan as much anymore. So how did that come about? I mean, you were a fabulous talent. I got to know you up in Colorado. Very impressed. We're both Cancer, so you're one of my favorites. But how did this come about? Were you decided that you were going to go pro, or how did someone decide? Did you decide? Like, how did that all come together?
Whose name is Iceman? That's my nickname. But
what'd he say?
With that accent, I thought Germany.
Oh, he was talking about Crystal, probably.
Yeah, he was talking to me.
Oh, but that's your nickname?
Iceman?
Germany or Iceman?
Iceman Jordan. Iceman Jordan. Yeah.
Iceman.
Oh, okay. We learn something new every day. Iceman. Okay, we gotta remember that.
The decision, it was just things were just falling in line for me to turn pro. Like my brother was fighting here. I was still debating for a long time. It wasn't, and you know what happened to me, Kristen.
Yes.
You've seen everything.
Yes.
Which is very unfortunate. And yeah, so it was just everything was falling into place, and I was just trying to make the most logical decision of what to do with my career, and that was either staying for a little bit or turn, and I just chose to turn pro.
Well, that's good because I mean, there's pros and cons, and if you had to measure things out, like what were you thinking the pros were that outweighed the cons of staying, not staying amateur?
It was really like I said, everything was just falling into place. Like it was just like, all right, and then everything was just set up for me. So I was like, okay, I can't really back out now.
I got you. Nika, Crystal, MVO, do y'all have anything for this young talent? And he is very talented in case.
Oh, absolutely. Because obviously we know that you're turning pro on June 28th. First of all, do you know who your opponent is going to be as of yet? And if you do, what can you tell us about him?
I do not know yet. We're looking at a couple, but I don't know yet.
Any names you could throw out there?
No, I don't even. I don't know. My father deals.
Got names in a hat.
Yeah, my father deals with all that. All I know is they're gonna get beat up.
I know that's right.
What weight are you going to be debuting at?
115.
Okay, all right, that's a respectable weight. Now a lot of us who don't follow the amateur game, we're not as well versed as Christine and Crystal and Nika, obviously. So how would you describe your fighting style to fans that will be tuning in to see you for the first time on June 28th?
I don't really have a style per se. I can do everything. So whatever it calls for is what I can and will do. I can go forward, I can box. A lot of people say I punch hard. So with little gloves, we might see a couple knockouts.
Yeah.
And yeah, just whatever I gotta do. jack of all trades.
It's like in Spanish we say like chiquito pero picoso. It's like he's small, but he's like mighty, like his sting on his punches. That's for sure. I can vouch for that. Crystal, have you seen any of his fights, or is there anything that you were wondering about?
So, Jordan, I'm just curious. How do you feel like Lamont helped in paving this path for you, or do he?
He helped by paving it just by being alive. Like with my whole him and my father had went through this whole path already.
Right.
So we already have all types of experience and knowledge and everything. Then he won the world title. He's the main event of this card, and I'm under him.
I do know that, yeah.
He put me in this position to turn pro right there.
Right. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about he fight that night?
I think Fergal McCory is it's gonna have a long day or a short day.
No short day.
I like
So my question is, I'm sorry. My name is Micah. In the future, since this is gonna be your first fight, since you and Lamont are brothers, is there like some brothers in the game that you think that you and Lamont can take on and beat?
I'm 115, so the only brothers that are near my weight is Bam and Franco, and Lamont's too big for Franco, so it is 2-1
you
against
can
Bam.
definitely beat him. And he's retired.
2-1 against Bam, and then the Charlos are 154. The Maloney brothers are too small for the both of us, so it's not really.
Any competition.
Well, there's a set of brothers right now. One is at 118, one is at 122. Naiwa and Takuma Inoue.
Ooh.
I don't think. Let me not say that. His brother is a lot more beatable than the bigger brother, is what I will say. So I think we will come out on top of that. That's a more realistic matchup.
And Jordan's like, can I have my pro debut first?
I ask a crazy question. I was trying to make a fight already.
I like it.
Now, Jordan, you were talking about basically your brother Lamont setting the blueprint for you in terms of how to maneuver in the boxing game. What kind of influence would you say he's had on you as a boxer?
So I see him in the gym every day, so of course I'm gonna pick up on stuff he does. A lot of people say we fight alike. Like I said, when I say I can't really look at nobody that I fight like. I can't look at nobody he fights like. So if there was a comparison, it would be to him. A lot of people say that. So he's paved the way, and I always pick up little stuff. I know what to do from him. I know what not to do from him. So it's just like him part 2, but it's gonna be better.
I like that.
So someone in the chat have a question. Trill asked, what are the early goals looking to achieve your first year of your pro career?
Just to show my skills, because a lot of people they fight scrubs. They get a man off the street, he barely holds his hands up, and one punch, he's crumbling up. Like you hit him in the arm, he's going down. So we look to get opponents where I can actually show my skill against, because I don't want any ducks in there. Because if I get a duck in there, I know I'm fighting a duck. Mm-hmm. What's the point of training for real? Like not what's the point of training, but
you want a challenge.
Yeah. Like come on.
I get that. Jesus M said, how many days do you train, and how many days do you rest?
Damn near 7. I mean, I need to get a couple rest days in, but we train twice a day, 5 days, and then Saturday and Sunday is 1 day. Carmel he fought 125 in the amateurs, and he fights 130. So
he's big. He's a big one, Jesus. He's a big one. Good question, though. We appreciate that. But he's definitely a big one. So before you came on, I was telling the ladies, that you're kind of shy, but you're not real shy, but you're kind of shy. If I have to describe you. So do you feel like since you're going pro, you're gonna have to talk a little bit more mess? Because we all know that social media is like the way to go. Like you have to promote yourself. You have to sell yourself in this day and age. So do you feel like you're gonna come out a little bit of your shell, or am I just totally wrong and you're not shy?
I'm not shy, but it's just like sometimes it just don't be no point in talking. Like, but I come from a trash talking family. Like, you can't be interested in this.
I was gonna say your brother talks trash, so
That's my brother is on the lower end of this. I'm trying to tell you.
so he's
My
not
uncle,
even the worst trash talking.
no, you got my uncle, like my uncle up here, and then he all the way down here. Like,
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, you can't be in this family and be soft.
Oh.
You gonna you gonna be beefing with somebody, you gonna go home crying. Like,
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
know how to talk trash. I know how to get somebody gut. I know how to get somebody in their feelings. Like, I can do that if I feel like it.
Yeah, you see, you're not coming off as shy to me. I feel like he's not shy. He's definitely not shy. I don't know, maybe.
It's because Christine see me training. I mean, like I said, don't be pointing talking.
Talking.
Right now,
I guess
I'm here to
I
talk.
should have said more quiet instead of so much shy. Because I mean, we talk, and he
Yeah.
talks, but more quiet, I guess. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's my point. Like, I'm here to talk.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
when I'm out there, I'm not there to really talk. I'm there to fight, train. You
So if your uncle's here and your brother's here, where are you at?
I don't know. If you talking about with knowing how to get somebody mad, I'd be like, right in the middle. As far as actually just always on 10, I'm all the way down here too.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have heard, a little bickering in camp a little bit, like a little, words being tossed around a
like
little bit.
if somebody's talking trash too, I could go ahead with it. Like, me and Roscoe was talking trash in the ring one time.
I mean, I wasn't trying to name any names, but yeah.
I mean, it wasn't nothing though. It was just, that's what I'm saying. I can do it. It was just, he was just saying something. What happened exactly?
I mean,
He hit me with a low blow, and I said that's low, and I guess he thought he was talking trash, and he just started it, and he was like, jab, jab. I'm like, block that. He like, I threw a punch. He like, block that. He like, oh, good body. I'm like, I blocked that too. It was just little stuff. Like I said, it's just, that's nothing. Like, I can.
Since you're talking about naming names, whether it's been sparring or the amateurs, who would you say is the best guy that you've been in the ring with so far, not including your brother?
Good question.
Best guy, I don't want to put anybody on no totem pole. So I
don't want to get nobody no shine.
I'm gonna give a list. I spar a lot of guys. So Jamal Harvey is who I always spar in camp for real. Jamal and Julius, I always spar them in camp when Roscoe. Roscoe's skilled too. When I was sparring him, Roscoe, Jamal, Julius, all of them, they can fight. Steven Navarro, I spar him in camp too. But one of the best fighters, young fighters coming up, Asan Jenkins, I spar him down when I'm back home. He's he's still junior, 132. So you're gonna see him coming up in the ranks. Like, if the ages line up, and USA Boxing isn't. Let me not say nothing. I still like USA Boxing, but yeah, you go here. So if the times line up and USA Boxing has to actually fight people, Asan will be an Olympian. If it's not, I don't know. If he stays, because his age lines up right at the end of 2028. But sometimes it might be a qualifier before that.
Yeah.
So if he was to stay to 2032, he would be a for sure Olympian. I know that for a fact. Because like I said, I've been in with those skill guys and I've been in with Asan. He on the same level as him already. He's still junior.
We're gonna have to remember his name. Well, even just your gym, your home gym.
Yeah, the whole gym.
You have. I mean, y'all got some champions coming out of there.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, every time I see a post like nationals, and then our guy won, I'm just like, I don't know what's in the water over there that y'all. I don't know. I know your dad is super talented, and you got great coaches over there. Y'all, it's amazing. Y'all are definitely producing champions for sure.
Appreciate it. So, who was that? How many was that? Say Jamal, Julius,
Navarro,
Steven, Son Jenkins, and who else I spar in camp? Oh, I spar Roscoe down there.
Yeah.
It was always good work.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For them too. I mean, it was good both ways, like for sure. Roddy Yogi said, what'd you say?
Y'all made me spar Dedrick one time. I didn't like that.
Yeah, he was a little big.
A little.
Okay. He was a lot big.
A little.
You did good though.
Yeah, I know. I was boxing.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
That guy he was 139 and he came in fat. So
Oh wow. Okay.
That was the start of camp. So it wasn't no losing weight then.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
but Dedrick can fight as well.
He can. Yeah, he can. He definitely can. Everybody up there, like including yourself, everybody was just really, really doing well. Roddy Yogi said, what do you think the biggest challenge is going to be that you're facing transitioning into the pros?
He said, what is the big challenge? I wouldn't think, but
I know. Well, I said biggest because you haven't really done it yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what do you think it's gonna be? But it's a great question.
I don't know.
You think it's the gloves?
I don't
The
think he's gonna know
Browns.
till he get in there. Till he get in there, he ain't gonna know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I've been hit without a headgear.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What about the gloves? You think that's gonna be?
I've never been hit with them.
That's what I'm saying. You think that's gonna maybe be, okay, all right, yeah.
Hey, maybe we'll ask you this question when you come back after your first fight.
Yeah.
We definitely will. We definitely will.
But who are some fighters in the DC area or internationally or across the country that you looked up to growing up?
Looked up to? I don't really look up to nobody.
He's like, my brother.
It's just roach or die. That's it.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, but you a flyweight, man. You flyweight, super flyweight. You ain't look up to guys like Chocolatito, Gallo Estrada, Sor Rungvisai, Quadra. You got a lot of guys that came before you in the division that you compete in and that, you might be able to take something from.
Okay, let's just change it from looked up to. Some fighters that I like that are longer. Chocolatito, I used to watch him, and Bam is pound for pound. She should be pound for pound list
for sure.
I've been seeing Bam since I was little, like my Boogaloo.
Yeah,
my old
coach. Rest in peace. Yep.
Rest in peace to him. He told me at the Silver Gloves, he was like, he got that voice like, watch him right there. It's me. I'm like, he was punished. So I think he stopped him. So, he was telling me to watch Bam. I didn't even know it was Bam at the time, but he was just like, watch him right there.
Yep.
I was at the Silver Gloves.
Yep. He's been amazing since 8 years old. Honestly. Black Ray Donovan wants to know your favorite meal post weigh-in or post fight.
Post fight meal, I could say when I go home, I always get a double bacon cheeseburger from Five Guys.
Oh wow!
It's like tradition. Pre-fight, anything that's gonna fuel me.
That sounds really good,
actually.
Right
before I fight.
Jordan, who can we expect to see in your corner on the 28th?
My father and Ben Johnson.
Nice.
They're my two coaches.
That's really nice.
So
I think you're gonna be a great shit talker when you once you get after your first pro fight. Oh my god, I already see it. You're gonna be a great shit talker.
And if you need any help, you can hire Nika to be your PR person.
I'm
She's
taking
good at it.
I'm taking a chill pill.
She's good at it.
I need a social media manager so people can post for me. That's my problem.
Okay.
Yeah, you've noticed that like a lot of the pro fighters that's how they're getting a lot of their fights now is by through social media, talking trash, you know.
Yeah,
we'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. Let us know. We got you.
they don't
We
be
got
that good. You know.
We got you. So what does Lamont say? Like, what's his advice to you, or does he give you advice? Or you just like, do your thing, man? Like, what is he saying to you?
I mean, he gives me advice. I can't really think of that right now. Thumbs up. Situational advice. Like, it's not just one thing. It's just like, always giving me advice for certain stuff that comes up. So.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
What do you got this weekend for the big fight?
That's yeah.
What do you have this weekend for the big fight between Tank Davis and Frank Martin?
Tank.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all seen, but Tank Jai like said something to my brother on.
I was gonna say he kind of tried to check your brother about something. I don't know if you saw it.
They press somebody like for what? Like nobody. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I forgot what your brother said, but it was something. But I do remember Tank had like tried to press him about it.
He said something.
But your brother didn't back down. He was like, I said what I said, and it wasn't like nothing serious or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like it was no person involved. First of all, it was none.
See, you might talk more shit than your brother. I can already tell you. You definitely talk more shit than your brother.
It won't be none, and it was over something stupid. Like logically, why would he be talking about? They said the WBA. It's so many other champs in the WBA. It's how many champs in boxing is it? Like
that's true. Yeah,
that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
It's illogical. Like if it's smoke, it could be that, but don't make no smoke over nothing stupid over like it's just retarded.
I'm gonna send you a ring light for the next interview.
I'm
gonna mail you one. So Black Ray Donovan says, any favorite trainers? Do you have any favorite trainers? I mean, I kind of know what the answer is gonna be. I mean, I know I'm probably one of them, but and does your coach allow you to work with other coaches, or are they wary of whom you work with? I'm teasing you about what I said, but yeah,
that's me.
Yeah, they asked you that.
The thing kind of glitched, but I heard the gist of it. Does he allow me?
He wants to know any favorite trainers, and does you?
No, I heard.
Oh, okay.
And I see it. Favorite trainer is Lamont Roach Sr. And yeah. I've never worked with other coaches like except for when I was on Team USA, and the coaches were cool. Billy, TJ, and Christine. Coach Rich, honest.
Was I the first woman?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a little bit of claim to fame then, a little bit.
Yeah, Bernard Roach and Lamar Roach Sr. Those, and then does he allow me? I don't think I necessarily want to work with other coaches because it's just like
what's going to be your promotional situation going forward? You just going to stick with the family, or are you looking to get with a bigger promoter?
As your brother steps in the building.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, champ? What's up?
Who is spending that money? We'll see. If that money ain't right, I'm gonna stay with my father. But if they send that money, I'm at this top rank match room. The Saudi.
He's trying to round them all up.
Jake Paul, Misfits. I don't care. If the money's right.
Yeah.
If the contract's right, money's right, everything makes sense for my career.
Absolutely.
I always got my father in my corner, so I don't really care who I'm with.
Now you kind of left out PBC when you mentioned all the promoters. Was that by design or was that an accident?
No.
Okay.
Name anybody. Pro Box. I didn't say pro box either.
And that's what you're fighting on, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm fighting though. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't on purpose.
It was
So
an
I'm excited for you. Like, I feel like you and your brother, but just like interviewing you today, I could tell that you talk more shit than your brother. So I don't know if people want to get like with a back and forth with you because you're gonna get up under their skin. I can already tell. So
yeah.
I'm more so like getting under people's skin. I don't really talk trash. I don't do the back and forth. Cause me, if it's really smoke, I'm not gonna say nothing. Like I'm ready to, if it's really something going down, somebody trying to fight me, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna see what's up. If
Yeah,
people talking trash, I'm
and you
just
showed a little bit of that. You showed a little bit of that, and like I said, I mean, you're not a shit talker, but if somebody challenges you or says something, then you're coming back with something.
Oh, you was in my corner.
I know. That's what I'm trying not to like touch on it too much, but that's what I'm talking about.
What you mean? It's nothing. It's no smoke behind that though. You can say it. I mean, she was in my corner when I was sparring Roscoe, and I don't know. We got entangled. He's real crafty. He moved around. Somehow I threw a wild hook. My back was against the ropes, but no, I was facing the ropes, and the bell rung. But he ran into me, and he hit the back of my head with his head. That sounds crazy, but that's what happened. And he was like, he headbutted. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah,
of course.
He
Your
was
brother's
like
cussing in the chat. Of course you can.
he was like, he headbutted the shit out of me. I was like, nigga, you ran into me. Like, like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
See, I don't know if you were in here, Lamont, but your brother said that you probably you're like on the bottom of the shit talking, and your uncle is at top, and he's in the middle. But your brother said right now.
I didn't say I was in the middle. I said as far as what I can do.
Okay.
But I'm not on 10 all the time. I'm just, they all the way up here on 10 every day.
Yeah, he said your words are very cutting.
How soon are you going to be looking for real smoke in the pros? Like, are you looking to be fast tracked, or are you looking to, just feel your way around the professional ranks?
I wouldn't say fast track, but I'd say like medium fast track.
Like not his uncle, not his brother, but somewhere in between.
Yeah, not fast track, but like medium track. I don't want to stat pad my record and be 20-0, 20 knockout, 20 first round knockouts, and then boom, title shot. Like, that's down here. I don't, I'm not gonna fight Bam my fourth fight. So, whatever makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. So before we let you go, Crystal, do you have any last questions? MVO Nika.
Have you ever beat up Lamont?
Oh.
Sparred like 3 times. And like ever. Always been fat.
So you sparred him 3 times? You said
like
or you beat him up 3 times? Oh, he said never.
He said no.
He said cut it out. Cut it out.
I fight 115. I've been when I sparred him, I was probably fighting 108.
Yeah.
Cause my sister always thinks she could beat my ass, but that's a different story. So.
Well, just kind of like when you had to spar Dedrick. I'm just saying,
Nah, it's still different. Dedrick's still amateur, like
right.
Dedrick still was 19, 18?
Yeah. Yeah. 19, yeah.
A grown man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Totally. Dedrick.
Yeah, you're right. Crystal, you got anything for him?
No, I just want to tell Jordan and Lamont both good luck on the June 28th, and wishfully you are both successful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. MVO, you got anything left? Anything for him?
Yeah, Jordan, before you get out of here, I just want you to tell the boxing public what to expect to see from Jordan Roach on June 28th.
Oh.
I expect you to see the next star in the making.
I like that a lot.
For sure. I believe we will. I do. And you know, Jordan and Lamont, after this fight, we got to have y'all both on. Like, we wouldn't have y'all both on. Like, we wish y'all both the best. Y'all are both so super talented, and the time is now, you know. So we definitely invite y'all back to come on together. And
I'm gonna be on with my brother.
So is your fight going to be live streamed? Are we going to be able to see it somewhere?
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube, Pro Box
On the
YouTube.
Pro Box YouTube.
Okay.
I
Okay,
don't know
great.
if Lamont's gonna be on YouTube though. I think he's gonna be on something else.
Okay.
Might be
But
because I think they have a paid portion of it, but I think it airs like on YouTube and then it turns into a paid
yeah, the
portion.
first part is gonna be YouTube. Y'all will see me.
Okay. Okay, we definitely going to be tuned in for that.
The
And you
Lamar
gave
Roach is going to be emphatic KO June 28th. I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah, Kristen.
Yeah. I love it. I love that. Okay, so Probike, that's great. No, we thank you so much for coming on, and I miss you, my cancer twin.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see you in action.
Oh wait, didn't he owe you some
Actually,
like some seafood or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you owed Christine some. I think I had a bet or something.
No.
Oh no, some tacos, but he
Oh,
paid me.
tacos, yeah, tacos.
Yeah, I already gave her tacos.
Yeah, we
Okay.
had a bet. He owed me some tacos, but he
Who was
did
that
pay.
for? Was that for Fulton?
I think that was for Bud and Spence,
Oh,
right?
Earl.
What?
Yeah, those two fights
Yeah.
in a kind of hard.
Getting a taco bag.
Yeah, and yeah, I sure did enjoy those tacos after an enjoyable fight. I try to tell all those young bucks up there, y'all better put your money on Bud. They didn't listen.
Jordan don't listen.
They didn't listen.
Earl wasn't training for real, man.
Oh,
It
Jordan,
doesn't matter.
Oh,
Hey, no
Jordan,
excuses.
Jordan.
Jordan, tell the people where they can find you at on social media platforms.
yes.
Jordan J Roach everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok,
Twitter?
And J Roach.
Twitter. Lord Jordan. I don't tweet on there. I should probably start, but
You just need to start, yeah.
LUL Jordan.
So Jordan J Roach is what you said, right? Jordan J Roach.
Yep. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
All right. You know, so
Lamont,
wait,
we
I have
won't be coming to
the
the
fight.
Yeah,
we
you
won't
want
be
something-
coming to this fight. I'll be in camp, and then the ladies have things to do, but we're definitely gonna come to the next ones for sure. Especially after the Olympics, we're gonna be like in full force.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, you and your brother need to like get on the podcast thing that he was trying to get going, like the barbershop thing. He said he was gonna do like the lifestyle podcast. So I know it should be like a family thing. I should get that going because it was a nice.
Yeah. It'll be good. It'll be really good. Well, good. Thank you so much, Jordan. Any last words? Any shout outs?
I mean, come to the fight if you're watching. Sports and Entertainment Arena, June 28th. Lamont Roach main event. Les Martinez co-main event. I forgot the other main event. Rihanna Rios fighting. Benjamin Johnson fighting. I'm fighting. Pull up.
Love it. Absolutely.
All right, so your brother
You can
said
take a day off, Christine.
co-host on the show, and this I guess after the fight, y'all will get the podcast and stuff going. So
Yeah, that's what he said. What'd you say? What'd you say, Jordan?
I said you can take a day off. You're not gonna be in Paris yet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see if I'm still in Colorado or if we're in Germany. But you know what? You dang Skippy. I'm gonna have to talk to Billy. Hey, text Billy and I'll text him too.
Yeah, Lamar's fighting the Irishman. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I'll tell him that. Okay. Thank you so much for coming on, and we will talk to you soon. Wish you the best. If we're not there, we're gonna be watching. We'll be there in spirit.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan.
Bye.
he's not shy at all. He's not.
No,
shy
you know what? He's more quiet, and I used the wrong word. He's more quiet. Like he doesn't start shit, but if someone says something to him, I mean, he will come back with stuff. Because yeah, there was a few little incidents, but it was fun. He was great. But he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
I like that he talks a little bit of shit. I like that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
he already
sure.
got the good beginnings of a shit talker. So.
Yeah, Absolutely. He's awesome. He and his brother, they're just awesome.
Cam in the building.
Hello, thank you. Thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all so much. MVO, you wanted to talk about the press conference. So what were your thoughts on that?
He's scared. And when I say scared, I'm talking
Wait, who's
about
scared? Who's scared?
I'm talking about Frank Martin. Listen,
Okay.
let me tell you something. I am from the mean streets of Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. All right, I grew up in New York City all my life. I know when somebody's scared when I see it. They was like, oh, he was looking to defend him. No, he flinched. He flinched.
There's some people online that they're saying that y'all don't know boxing if y'all think he looks scared.
Nah.
Y'all don't know boxing, and that's like a natural reaction of an instinct that, you know.
Nah, ain't nobody gonna have me jumping like that. You ain't gonna have me jumping like that.
He flinched. He really flinched. There's, to me, there's instincts and then there's flinching. He flinched. That's not, to me, that's not the same. So for y'all to say that people don't know boxing, but no, he kind of did look. I mean, Tank was like staring him down the whole time. Like when he was like looking at him this way. He was like,
and he had his finger in his face. And he had his finger in his face.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, come on. What? Listen, I don't know what y'all saw, but I know.
I saw. It didn't look good to me. Like, it didn't look good. The response, it didn't look good. Crystal, did you think the same thing? Do you think Frank Martin was flinching, or he was just like, oh, natural reaction?
No, he definitely flinched, right? But I think he probably, hopefully, wishfully, he's thinking, I can't touch the lad because the fight will not go on. So I think that's always in the back of a boxer's mind whenever they have these press conferences. But can I say, I don't want to go down for history, but I feel like today, Tank reminded me a little bit of a mini Mayweather. I don't know why. That's what I was seeing today, you know? Just
with the shit talking?
Yeah. And he do good with it. He was funny. I mean, I don't know if he was making it up for he fans for not being there yesterday for the grand arrivals. There's so many people trying to make a big deal out of this. This happened numerous times before. This is not the first time someone don't show up for grand arrivals. Sorry. Get over yourself. I don't know.
And so what did y'all think about everybody that was posting the video of somebody running down the street? They were like, oh, that's Tank. That's how come he didn't go to the grand arrivals. And they were like, well, that was him, but days before. What were y'all's thoughts on that?
I don't think it matters. Once the bell rings, we know Tank coming to fight. We've seen it. Tank has performed under the bright lights for many years. You know, we first saw him under the bright lights versus Fonseca on the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather card. And we've seen him main event his own cards, big events all across the country. We ain't never got to worry about Tank performing under the big lights. But Frank Martin's eyes look too big to me. I'm sorry. His eyes look too big.
So what would you grade him today at the press conference? What would you grade him?
I wouldn't give him a grade. I'm going to say that was a 10-8 round for Tank, though. That was definitely a 10-8 round.
Do it remind you of what Errol looked like last year on July 28th?
Listen. Here's the thing about the Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford thing, right? It didn't even matter how Errol Spence looked, but when Terrence Crawford came out to Mr. Carter, and he went up to the podium, and he slapped the podium and said, "Get active."
Oh yes.
That's true.
In trouble.
Get active.
And I was there, and you could just feel the energy. You could just feel like, oh my gosh, like it was amazing. It was electrifying. You just knew.
I was in the room when that happened, but when I saw it, I was ready to lace up and get active because that had me ready to go. So I could see, that was definitely. I don't know how people was like put their money on, but well, whatever.
Yeah, it was great. So and so, what did y'all think? So we know that there's a lawsuit, between Derek James, Errol Spence, and Errol Spence, Derek James. Like they both suing each other. So the energy on stage, did y'all notice anything that stood out? Did it seem cool? Like, what did y'all see?
They were professional. They were professional. You didn't think one way or the other. They were there supporting the fighter. They were professional. How they should have been. saw some good
Mm,
behavior. I didn't see. Say,
oh,
I didn't see. I saw professionalism. I didn't see side eye and stuff. But maybe you saw something I didn't in the video. Let me know.
listen, I am a baby daddy, okay, and
Mhm.
I got a baby mama, okay. What this reminded me of was when you gotta go to an event for the kid, but y'all can't stand each other. Okay, that's what that reminded me of. I
Yeah,
was like, oh, and you
That's a
saw
great
Tank
analogy.
trying to, you know,
great example.
Tank trying to say, oh, well, you ain't been in the gym with them. How you know what's going on? You ain't been around. And Errol said, well, I
Oh,
talked to him on the phone. I was like, oh, Tank got him there. He got him there.
yeah,
Listen, we know
yeah.
what's going on. It's a bad situation. I don't know if it's gonna affect Frank Martin in the fight, but honestly, I don't think there's anything Frank Martin can do in that ring to stop what's gonna happen. And for the simple fact that I think that Tank has the right amount of fear of of Frank Martin. I don't know if you guys remember the original press conference to kick off the fight, but Tank said something that stuck with me. He said to Frank Martin, all you got is that brick hand. So that let me know that Tank knows that this kid could punch. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Tank, he's one of those guys where if he has like the right amount of fear of you, he ain't gonna play around. He gonna be focused. He gonna see everything coming. He's gonna be locked in the same way he was with
You cutting
Ryan
cutting out a little bit.
Garcia because Tank said it himself. I don't know to the ring. You hear me now?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, Tank said until you get in the ring with him, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Right.
You could watch all you could do all the sparring, but until you see what he brings to the ring, you're not gonna know what's gonna happen. So to me, Tank has the right amount of fear of Frank Martin, and I think he's gonna perform at a level that we haven't seen Tank perform at yet.
And see,
I
I have to say, I don't think it's fear. I think it's respect. I really do because so Frank obviously trains here, and some of my guys in my gym, my pros, have gone and sparred him. Um, and he is very disciplined. He's not missing days in the gym. He's doing whatever Derek's telling him to do. He's very conditioned. He's going to come and he's going to last until he doesn't last. So I think it's more, in my opinion, it's about respect because Tank knows he's not just somebody that they call that worked at the gas station. You know, he's somebody that's hungry, especially in the situation, the opportunity that Frank has. So he has a level of respect, in my opinion.
when
And I
I
think
feel
in
like
the end, it all comes down to there are levels to this game,
That
if
too.
you want to call it a game. And I
Yeah.
think, you know, I think that's what we'll see on Saturday. There are levels.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it's more like he's not overlooking him. Like
Yeah.
it's so. I see what MVO's saying as fear. I feel like he's just not overlooking him because if you just like, oh, he's just next to somebody, you're not gonna. So he's giving him his respect and saying you're not
Yeah.
like complete bum, but slow your roll.
It's not going to be a
Under
walk
those
in the
bright
park.
lights, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. You know, you new here with this big stage like this, so relax. So
That too. That too. And going back to like the energy, like it's funny, Avio, what you said, because I mean, I could see what you're saying, like, baby mama, baby daddy. I was thinking more like, husband and wife getting a divorce, going into the lawyer's, office. Nobody wants to show out and act stupid. They're all just being as professional as they can, to put on a front in front of the lawyer. So, that's what was my thought was. It was not like other fights we've seen Derek's guys in, or Errol talking. And I know that Frank is under man down promotion, so of course EJ has to be there. That's his guy. So, but I did notice they were both quieter than they usually
yeah,
would have
but
been.
they were professional. They came and they didn't like have a little disagreement.
They don't want to show out
They were
in front of the
professional.
lawyer.
It is kind of exactly how MVO said, like the parents showing up to graduation together,
Yeah.
like you know.
Right.
So yeah, because my sister
Don't
just
act a fool.
my sister just did that, and because they don't get along, and they had to like play nice at the
Yeah.
graduation or whatever. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do that with my daughter's step-up ceremony from kindergarten. Listen, I recognize that. But ultimately, ladies, how do you guys think the fight is going to play out, and who do you think is going to win?
What's
You
the
ladies go first, and I'll go.
well, I have Tank winning, and after today, now I kind of see a knockout coming. I don't know. I thought maybe it was gonna go the distance, but after today, I don't know. I feel like he's gonna knock him out. I don't know what round, but I feel like Frank is going to sleep. Uh, he's going to sleep. He did give me nervous energy. I don't care what people, you could be fans of Frank. It's not hating for us giving our opinion on what
Right.
we feel and what we see. Like
Right.
we are allowed to give our opinion. It's not hating. I feel like it's a little
Absolutely.
bit of a nervous energy, and that's always good. You know,
Yeah.
a little
Keeps
bit
you
of
on
nervous.
guard, on
Yeah,
defense, like
but
alert.
I think Tank gonna put him to sleep. I'm sorry, because he was like touching Tank's, like he's like get that rent a jury off. He was like touching his wrist, and he was like stunning him up there. He really was. I was just like, yikes. So yeah, I have Tank. I have Tank. I have Tank.
Crystal, how do you think it's going to end, Crystal?
Well, I think Frank will actually do okay the first perhaps round or two. Um, and if he make it past round one or two, it's potential he can gain more fan base because if he make it through with a decision, I will be shocked. Perhaps I will have more positive thoughts about Frank. I like, I like the lad. I don't know him personally, but I've been watching him for a while. I can't say that I'm really high on his skill set. He do have a heavy hand, but I think Tank will walk away with this, and it won't be difficult for him. And I don't think he will. I don't expect him to make it look difficult either.
I changed my decision too. I mean, like I'm with you. Rodney Yogi says Tank always starts slow. He does. The first, second, third, he starts slow. Then it's just like bam, somebody's on the ground. So at first I said, you know what? I think it's gonna go to a decision only because I know that Frank is consistent. He is conditioned, and I just thought, it's going to be not an exciting fight. It's just going to go, but then it's going to go to the decision, and Tank's going to win. But after today, after the presser, and I always like to see the press conference of how they looking on the scales and everything else before I really, really, really dig in and make a prediction. But it's not always like that. But anyway, I think there is going to be a knockout for sure. I did sense the nervous energy, and I think that Frank does not have too many tools in the bag. Like, he's got one gear, and I think that may get him in trouble, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What about you, MBO?
First of all, it's kind of weird to me that people say that Tank always starts slow. Ask Ryan Garcia if Tank starts slow. Okay, because he was on his ass early. Okay, to me, what Tank does is he wants to see what you bring before he unleashes on you. So
Like
if
that.
you try to come at him early, he gonna get you out of there early, or at least try to. So I think that Frank Martin is gonna come to fight, and that's gonna be his downfall. Tank within 6.
Within 6. Oh, okay.
Okay. I was thinking 7, but 6, 7. Yeah, yeah. Black Ray Donovan, you want to make a bet? What? Okay, let's go. I got $1, man. I got $1. No, I see what you're saying. I think just you're right about the energy that people bring. So I guess people just didn't bring the same energy that Ryan did when he fought him, like coming right in there. So it does look as though majority of the time he starts slow, but I do see what you're saying.
Yeah,
But
and
it's not unusual for Ryan to get caught early either.
That's true
it's
too, because
definitely not.
that's true
But
too.
one thing that Nika touched on, she said that Tank was basically sonning Frank Martin. And for people that don't think that these kinds of things matter, some fights are lost before the bell even rings.
For
Yeah.
sure.
You know, like this
He
is
put a
like,
little fear in him. He put a little fear in him.
if you follow the sport of boxing, and I like to consider myself a boxing historian, there
Mhm.
are a lot of guys that get people shook before they even get into the ring. And I
Absolutely.
kind of feel like Frank Martin is falling into that category of, damn, do I really belong on this stage? and he's gonna question himself. And is he gonna be able to answer those questions in those moments where it's just him and Tank in the ring? No one's gonna be there to talk to him. Errol's not gonna be there to talk to him. Derrick James can't fight for you. It's just gonna be you and that man from Baltimore in the ring. And
Yeah.
we know how Tank performed under the big fight. Can
Yeah.
Frank Martin do the same thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
that's
telling him that too. He was like, they're not gonna be in the ring for you. They're not gonna be able to fight for you. And he didn't have nothing to say.
right.
But I see people say, oh, so I even seen people online like this is like the fandom that you see. They said that Frank had Tank shook today, and I didn't see that. Did y'all see him shook? I didn't see Tank
At
shook.
all. Not at all. He was playing around. He was making jokes. He was talking
then
shit. I didn't see it at all.
Yeah, and people were saying, "Oh, they saw him running, and that he's having trouble making weight." But then at the press conference today, they showed another clip from the back side of the stage, and Tank was still like fucking with him. He was like, "I'm drinking water. Can you drink water? Because you got to make weight, right?" He was like, he was fucking with him. He was fucking.
Yeah.
With him.
He was.
He didn't have nothing to say. So
MVO, I've asked the ladies this before, but I want to ask you. It's like so we recently Bomac just made trainer of the year. And in the past, it's been Derrick James. Well, Derrick James, he's kind of been, his guys haven't been looking real good as of late. And if Frank Martin, doesn't pull this one off, what does that do, to Derrick James in the future?
Well, I don't think it's gonna do much to Derrick James for the simple fact that Derrick James has already talked about retiring after the rest of his stable is done with him. He said he's not going to take on any new fighters. So I think he's just, I don't want to say going through the motions, but he's going through the motions. Okay. Now, if I'm Frank Martin and my trainer says that he's thinking about retiring, I'm firing him right away. I'm sorry.
Look what happened to Wilder when he said, if he don't win this fight, he's going to retire. You kind of put that into the universe, Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to say.
he's a big Wilder fan. So
I mean, that's cool. That's cool. We can agree to disagree, but I just think when people profess things before the event happens, it's not a good sign. Is my point. So I'm with you. I definitely would find somebody else too if that's what my guy's talking about. Like
Adam Hurley says Derrick James did not have Spence prepared for Crawford at all.
I don't know about that. Let's not blame Derrick James on that.
Yeah,
it goes for both. It really does. It really does, NVO. Because the thing is, if your guy's acting a fool, okay, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, your guy's acting a fool. You're gonna remove yourself from that. You can be like, you know what? I don't know what's gonna happen to you. You can get killed over there, and I'm gonna walk away. But you know what? Sometimes that money looks too good. And how many men right now, how many boxers right now have all these yes men around them, but they don't want to say nothing. They don't want to rock the boat because you know what? You rock the boat and mama at home is not going to get that mortgage paid. You know what I'm saying? So they're both guilty. They were both guilty.
But here's what we know about Derrick James. Derrick James just was the corner man for the biggest upset of the year so far. So how can we say it's Derrick James' fault? I just think you could have had Angelo Dundee, Cus D'Amato, Emmanuel Stewart. You could have had them all in Errol Spence's corner. He was not beating that man from Omaha that night.
Absolutely not.
That's what it is.
Absolutely not. I totally agree with you. But what I'm saying is they were both guilty, in my opinion, because speaking from experience and having to let boxers go because they're not doing right, and I'm not going to be sitting in the corner and watch them get killed, and they don't want to take help and they want to keep living this lifestyle. There are some things you can do, but if you just going through the motions and picking up the paycheck, well, you're just as guilty as the guy that wasn't doing what the hell he was supposed to be doing. And that's just my stance on it. I'm not putting it all on him because Errol Spence was also in the bars, in everything. And I know that for a fact. I saw videos myself because some of my boxers are bouncers in those bars. And they were like, look at this, coach, look at this. And I'm like, shit, because I love the kid. I love the young man. Known him since he was 15. You know, sparred my guys, hung out with some of my sons. Like, I love him. I didn't want to see that, but I knew it was going to happen. I'm also a huge Bud fan, and I knew what Bud was bringing to the table. But I blame partly both of them. I really do. He was not innocent.
What do y'all think about Derek James' like demeanor for this fight? Because I feel like for the Bud fight, he was talking a lot of trash, and after that, he hasn't. After that loss, he hasn't been talking that trash that he was talking when he was during that press, that run.
I didn't hear him say
I kind of
anything.
feel like maybe he knows what's about to happen too, because he ain't talking that shit. He ain't talking that flash shit this time. I don't know.
No, he's not. And I mean, I have nothing against the guy. But no, he's definitely changed, and maybe it is because he has 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Maybe that's what it is.
Or
Because that's the most.
maybe it's because he ain't got his money.
That's
That's
what.
true.
That's
You ain't lying. They still in litigation. They still trying to get that money.
You know what? You're right. He's like,
Kids
I'm
better
not
have
doing
my
what I need to do.
money.
You're not lying about that.
You're right. Because he was talking cash trash at that Bud press conference. I never seen him do that. That was my first time seeing him step out his body and do the most on stage and like the press conference. But now he's like on mute and just keeping it cute.
Yeah, I like that. Mute, keeping it cute. And the boxing source says that DJ was not doing that many interviews. Well, that could be a lot of things. Like you said, he knows what's going to happen, or he's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or he just like, you know what, maybe if I talk, then that's going to jinx my fighter. I don't know.
Well, I think part of it is he don't want the folks to be pressing him for, the litigation and all of that either.
That too.
Because that would definitely be a question that's brought up. That would definitely be a question that's brought up.
See, that's why PBC ain't invite me to Vegas, because I would have asked him about
You
that.
would ask that?
You goddamn right I would have. I ain't scared. I'd have asked them.
Yeah.
It's a legitimate question though. I mean,
it is.
But like a big fights like that, do they kind of like I don't know if they like scan your questions?
This right here.
Which one?
I don't want to say it. Maybe he's done because it's hard to make a fighter from the basics, from the grassroots. Look, damn Skippy, it sure is. When you take somebody that walks into your gym, never boxed before, and you raise them up, grassroots, and take them where they need to go, like Lamont Roach and Jordan Roach's dad and uncle have done, where a lot of these coaches have done. Derek James has never done that. And maybe he's running out. Unless he takes people that are already made and people are seeing what he has and has not been doing, I'm just saying, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Take it out you want.
So, Emil, you want to tell us a little bit about Brunch Boxing? It's just a really great thing that you guys do.
Absolutely.
Every Saturday morning, like clockwork. Go ahead and talk about it. I know you don't want to, but
I told you I don't like to plug stuff when I'm on other people's shows.
You have to. We're pressing to know about it. I don't know about it. I need to know. Let me know.
Hey,
it's a great platform.
The only thing I'm gonna plug is my Cash App. Hit that Cash App. Okay. $.
Talk about you and your
That's what I don't want. That's what I don't want.
You guys are a great pair. You always have great questions. Ezra is like he's funny as hell. He has great. You guys have great comedic timing.
All right. Well, since you want me to talk about it,
yes.
When Errol Spence lost to Terrence Crawford, okay, Derek James wasn't the only one that had to shut up after that. All right, there was a lot of boxing Twitter that had to shut up, and a lot of boxing Twitter that crashed out after that. So for me, I looked at the boxing Twitter landscape, and I had to fill the void. Okay, I had to fill the void that Terrence Crawford left in a lot of the hearts of boxing Twitter. Okay, so I decided to start Brunch Boxing in tribute to my favorite karaoke bar, RPM Underground in Manhattan, 246 West 54th Street. Since we're doing plugs, okay, make sure y'all check them out. Okay,
I love it. It's great. Okay.
Nika, is that where we went? Is that where we went, Nika?
Yes.
Yes, that was. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, I've been once. I want to go again.
Now, I always, after I talk boxing, I go there for brunch. So I was like, you know what? Let's do brunch boxing, because after we talk boxing, let's go to brunch. So I started brunch boxing with my guy Michael Andrade. He's from Cali. He's a big boxing fan, but he's more of like a behind the scenes guy. And then we brought on Ezra Boxing, my guy Ezra Hernandez, former pro boxer, I guess you could call him that. He's 0-1. He got beat up in his first fight and quit. But
hey, if he stepped on the mat as a pro and he got punched, he's a pro.
I guess, but not everybody that fuck on camera is a porn star. But anyway, he did step in the ring. He did step in the ring, so I will give him that credit. So what we've been doing is just trying to deliver consistent, not just informative but fun boxing content for the boxing public. Recently, we released our top 50 African American boxers of all time in honor of the Juneteenth fight weekend. So
I love it.
Can I tell you, that list was incredible. I listened to that after the fact. I have number 16 on my shirt today. That list was very, very well thought out. I have to give you props for that.
I wish I would have had it ready so I could have put it on the screen. But yeah, you guys have great content, so it's awesome.
Well, I'm definitely, so I want to subscribe and I want to listen. So I'm asking you, where do I find you? How do I subscribe and all that good stuff?
Well, if you want to find me, I am at Is That Your Face on Twitter, on Instagram. You can find us Brunch Boxing on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we do have our website, brunchboxing.com, where if you don't feel like listening and you prefer reading, you could read the list that we just dropped. That's basically it. Listen, I'm not hard to find. You will see me on boxing Twitter. You guys will see me all over Twitter because I'm very passionate about boxing. I love boxing, but one of the things that brought me back into boxing, because I used to cover boxing many years ago. I got my start actually with the Boxing Source, who's in the chat right now, my guy JR. He actually helped me get credentialed to different events back in the day. But what brought me back to, I don't want to call myself media, but to boxing content, is that I didn't like the way the sport was being covered. I felt like there was just too many negative narratives being pushed instead of us celebrating all the good things that goes on in boxing. So I wanted to give people a platform where we could just chop it up about boxing, do little creative thought exercises, and just talk about the good stuff that's going on in boxing, because there's so many good things going on in boxing.
Facts.
So I always look to highlight that.
Facts.
But he can also sing.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Let me tell you, this guy, but even though I beat him, he 3 times.
Whoa.
I beat you 3 times in your own karaoke contest. Let's not lie up here, okay? I didn't beat you 3 times.
Listen.
See, Crystal and Ike have been telling me that you can sing, and Crystal said that she was going to ask you to like sing a few lines tonight. I'm just saying, that's what she said.
Yes, because that's the true Mr. MVO that I know. He can sing.
About your favorite girls, Women Crushing It Wednesday. I'm just saying, that's what she said. So,
we actually did a duo together at the karaoke bar. So this man can sing. I don't know if he's being shy right now.
He has something prepared.
All right, listen. So
come on, MVO.
All right, because I'm from New York. Okay. I'm gonna leave you guys with the original New York anthem before Jay-Z and Alicia Keys took it over. A little song by old Frankie Blue Eyes.
Okay.
Called New York. Okay. And I'm assuming I'm gonna be the first person to ever sing on this show.
You are.
You are.
Absolutely
I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this, so you better do it.
Oh.
You better do it.
You're absolutely the first one.
Let me warm up real quick. Hold on. Let me. All right. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York.
Woo! I feel like that beat to kick up my legs every time you said New York.
This is the perfect. I love people repping New York up in here.
Beautiful.
You know what? I love it.
Listen, you know I rep New York wherever I go,
Bravo.
Nike.
Yes.
Wherever I go, I'm so New York. I rep New York everywhere I go.
I love it. I love it, as you should, as you should. And I love people from New York.
That's why I didn't chime in, because first of all, he's a solo act when he does that song, and because he does it so great, and I have a cold, so I'm
the boxing source says, now I see why Nike swept him.
It's all good. Listen, I redeemed myself in person.
No, I think I won because I had did like a rap and singing. You know, I did a little bit of both. So
yeah,
because I knew, but he actually like he jumped into his own competition. It was a competition that he was throwing, and then last minute before we started, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a contestant too." So,
hey, Nike, you saw how me and my boy had him going with Lovers and Friends. Stop playing.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yes. You know, I sent you the clip. Why you didn't post that yet?
Nah.
I feel like that would go viral. You guys did it like y'all
I'm
told
good.
us.
I'm shy.
I'm gonna post it then, because
it was wonderful. That was wonderful. And you're so much fun. You're so much fun. I'm so glad that you came on the show, and you got to come on again. You know, I hope you had a good time.
Next time we have to get you and Ezra on here, because the back and forth that those two have is like hilarious. You know, they really are like.
Let's go. Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's set it up.
I recall one time Mr. MVO telling me he a casual fan. I was like, no way. There's no way. Then I continued to listen, and I proved myself correct. The lad know he boxing. He truly does.
Yeah, that's great. No, I can tell, and I love it. I love having these conversations of boxing. You know, we can agree to disagree sometimes, and we can agree to agree sometimes. I love it. That's what makes the world go round. You know, the different perspectives.
Exactly. But keep it respectful.
Always. Yeah.
Respectful. Keep it cute and keep it on mute. Ain't that right?
Absolutely.
Yes. You know, hello.
Drink your water, eat your fruit, mind your business. Just saying.
But people don't listen to that. It's like it's so simple, but I don't know. It's so simple, but so hard for some people.
It is.
Whatever.
It's okay. God bless them all. So no, I appreciate the chat. I appreciate you, MVO, and of course my ladies. Last words. Any last words before we get out of here?
Well, I know one thing that was brought up a couple of times in the chat. I just want to touch on it real quick, because
absolutely
it is something fresh. The Mr. What did he name? Uncle Tack. There's a rumors flying that they're fixing to start a league, right?
Yeah.
Within the boxing world, or you know, and I see one of the biggest potential problems may be the female in the sport.
Absolutely.
You know, but I think, can this lead to a governing body at some point?
See that there's so many pros and cons, and that would be a pro, the governing body. But then again, the con would be like, what's he going to do with the women? Is he going to?
I think it's very early or very premature to be speaking too far about it yet.
Right.
But it is something to consider. I didn't even think I would ever see this in my lifetime.
I didn't either. Me neither.
So wait, Sibby Boxing, which he's actually doing great things in boxing. So I wanted to highlight Sibby as well.
Yeah,
He's
Sibby.
been
Yeah.
working with youth, and I think
Coach Sibby.
he just got didn't you get like your
Green.
approved to be, say that again, Emil?
He's now a green level coach.
Green level coach. Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah,
Good job.
Very good.
But him and MVO, they have like a fight coming up against each other.
Against each other?
Yeah. So, but look, Sibby.
Are they the same weight class?
MVO sent me
Well,
a
it's not
picture of
sanctioned,
himself
so it'll be fine.
at the recent fight in New York. The shoo card. He's lost a lot of weight. He's taking it serious, Sibby. So I don't know. I hope you put it in. I mean, I see you put it in your work too, Sibby. So this is gonna be a good little.
Y'all gotta tell us when it is so we can
Yeah, there's no date yet. Wait, y'all have a date when y'all gonna do this or what?
do it after August, please, if I can request.
We'll figure it out.
August 4th, that would be a great date.
I won't be home till the 13th.
He said, "I'm knocking this bum out."
Listen,
Oh, that's so funny.
but for me, the only thing I wanted to say to all my supporters out there, because I don't consider them fans, I consider them supporters, because we're all one big boxing community. I appreciate you guys. Keep following keep loving the sport of boxing. And to you ladies, I just want to say, gracias a las verdaderas reinas del boxeo.
Perfect.
You teach him to say that night.
If you know, you know.
If you know,
you know.
Mm-hmm. That was so cute. All right, so thanks everybody in the chat for. I don't even know how I came through this show because I just ate for the first time right before we came on, so I'm not feeling good.
And poor baby sounded so horrible earlier. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. I took some cold and flu, so I sound better than I did when I woke up this morning. But thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks MVO for coming on. Tune into the Brunch Boxing on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. on Twitter. And then you can catch the replays on Spotify and I'm going to put all that information on Twitter so everybody can follow all the links to the show. So, yeah.
Yeah, we do have the show streaming on both YouTubes, online, and Nikes. Absolutely. And thanks to everybody in the chat. We have the best chat in the world. Like, we really do. And we love our boxing community. We love all the positive things that are happening. Thank you so much, MVO, for coming on. We got to have you on again.
Christine and I both have on. Do you have on? All of us. Okay, so all three of us have on Roots of Fights gear.
Yes.
And we want to give them a big shout out because they have shown so much love.
Yes.
All their stuff. Look, listen, I am a Roots of fan,
fangirl. Me too.
Only fangirl, okay?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yes. Roots of Fight. They rule. They have the best gear. So comfortable. Oh my gosh. Like all sports.
For all sports, yeah, because this one is Jackie Robinson. So
yeah.
You have Rey Mysterio, which is and then which one you have on, Crystal? Jack Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah. All right.
Johnson. Absolutely. We love you too. We love you too. Thank you so much.
Oh, and Cam, you can follow Cam's YouTube page as well. He does a show. Put your show real quick in
there. Put your show up there.
Oh yeah,
I need to subscribe.
They have new Mellow gear too. Mellow, the Mellow collab.
Yeah, everybody put their channels up, please, so we can follow.
Yes, but please, I beg of you guys, please, whatever y'all do not follow me on Twitter. You will be greatly disappointed. I am a shit poster. Okay, just follow us on Spotify and
too late.
Yeah, so follow the Brunch Boxing page.
Yeah, don't come to me for tweets because I'm a shit poster.
Yeah, so it's boxing to you. Yes, this follow their YouTube page. They are speaking all boxing. Great channel. So yeah. Okay. All right, everybody have a great
boxing. Okay.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a great night. We love you, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday. We'll see y'all Sunday.
Oh, we have
a special guest on Sunday.
Yeah, yes.
And then we will see y'all.
Happy birthday to Daniel. It's always in the chat. Happy birthday to you. So
yeah, happy birthday,
Daniel. Hopefully you win some money. I don't know who you're betting on, but hopefully you win some money on Saturday. Happy birthday.
Absolutely. And happy birthday to Christy Martin today.
Oh yes, happy birthday.
Yes,
sure.
and happy birthday to